Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to use OBS, which is a software that'll make it so the kids can see your face while they still see what you're doing. We've seen enough trainings to know when people are talking over a PowerPoint, it can be incredibly boring and it's not very engaging. But when I use OBS in my Teams meeting, the kids are going to see what's in this window here. So they'll see this frame that I made and they'll see me. But I have these different scenes that I made beforehand. So first I'm going to show you what this program can do, and then I'll show you how to do it. A quick disclaimer, this can only work on Windows 10. So if you're using one of the school computers, it's not going to be very helpful. Also, you have to download a few things, so you're going to have to bother one of the TRTs. But if you are using one of your own devices, like I'm using my own laptop, it's pretty easy to use. Well, it's very helpful. It's a little bit more complicated. But when I switch to my different scenes here, you can see that you can see my Elmo camera is connected to my, and you can see me at the same time. So in OBS, I can move this around. I can make it bigger if the kids want to see it bigger. Or I can put it back so it fits nicely in this frame. And whatever you want to do here, complete your preference. If you wanted to, you could make it so this takes up almost the whole screen, and I can slide it down underneath so that, let's delete this. So they can still see me and they can see this as big as possible. Okay, and then what I'm primarily going to use is I'm going to be showing websites or maybe like the OneNote app, so I can show them. I'm going to take notes in the OneNote app. And this is going to be a little bit weird because I have it set up so that they can see whatever's on my screen while still seeing me. Well, whatever's on my screen right now is a picture of OBS and a picture of OBS and a picture of OBS. It's just taking a picture of a picture of a picture of a picture. This is called Streamception because you have all kinds of, it's like Inception, the movie. But when I'm actually teaching, I'm going to throw this onto my other camera and the kids will be able to see whatever's on my screen. And they'll see me in front of it. So let's actually talk about how to download this, and then I'll show you a little bit how to use it. So to download this, we're going to go to obsproject.com. OBS is an open source software. That means it's free. And I'm just going to download it for Windows 10. When you download it, you just click on the link, click through. Nothing about it is shady. I just downloaded it onto my computer. Once I downloaded it, it gives you a couple prompts for default settings. I just picked all the default settings because I'm not a streamer or anything like that. I don't have a super fancy computer, so I just picked all the default settings. After you download that, you also want to download the OBS virtual webcam. And I'll put a link to both of these in the video. But if you click on this OBS virtual webcam, I just picked go to download here, and it downloads it right away. Again, I just picked all the defaults for that. I didn't do anything fancy. The reason why you have to download this OBS virtual webcam is because Teams uses your webcam. But this tricks your Microsoft Teams account into thinking that OBS is a webcam, when actually it's a webcam plus your Elmo, plus your websites. It's all that stuff that we wanted the kids to see. This will just make it so they all see it right on Teams without doing anything extra fancy. Okay. Now that you've downloaded this, you're going to open OBS. And when you open OBS, it'll just be called Scene. And it'll look just blank here. There's a tab called Sources here. I moved it over here so I could see it a little bit better. I just, it was here when I started. I moved it here so I had more room. But right now there's nothing that is being broadcast, so nothing at all is happening. I'm gonna click add, let's see, add video capture device. That's gonna be my webcam. For me, it says add existing, but you'll have to pick create new. I have two going. I have Avers, that's my Elmo camera. I have Avers brand. And I have the video capture device is just my webcam. If I click on that, a webcam pops up. You can play with that as much as you want. You can put it wherever you want, but you can also add more items on here. Let's say I wanted to add, there's all kinds of things here. I haven't used all of them, but you can play around with them and add different things. If you're not sure how to use them, you can always look on YouTube for more tutorials specific to any of these things. See, game capture's on here because this is made for Twitch, which is video game streaming. We're using it for teaching. I'm just trying to, use systems that are already there for teaching this year. But let's add, I could add a window capture. That'll capture any window that's already open. So I'm gonna say create new. This is my OBS that I had a second ago. Yeah, sure, let's add that. And I'm gonna slide it so my video capture is above it. That means it's like layered on top. And now I can move my camera here so that if I wanted to make myself like in the bottom corner so people could see a little better, I could do that. But yeah, there's all kinds of things here to play around with. You can add audio capture, so if you want the kids to hear like music or something like that, like I've got going now, or if you wanted to add a microphone or something like that, you can see my levels down here and you can play with those. So anyway, now I'm going to show you how to incorporate this into Teams. Right now, this just shows you how to download and play around with OBS. Now I have to convince Teams that this is a webcam. So I've got Teams going over here, and I'm gonna make a new meeting. Oh, wait, one more thing. First we have to turn the webcam on. So you're gonna click Tools, Virtual Cam. If this doesn't pop up, you probably need to restart your computer now that you downloaded both of these things. But now you're gonna click Virtual Cam. And I have mine on Auto Start. These were both unchecked when I started. Auto Start makes it so next time I launch OBS, I don't have to do this again. It'll just automatically say, turn that virtual webcam on. The horizontal flip makes it so, sometimes when you take selfies, it flips the camera around. Well, for whatever reason, my OBS was streaming flipped, and I wanted people to be able to read it, so I clicked on this horizontal flip so that it looked right. Once you have that, you don't have to save, you just close it. Now we go to Teams, and we're gonna go to all my Teams. I'm just gonna start a meeting in my fake class here just to show you what happens. So for you, it's not gonna look quite like this because you're gonna have your webcam showing. But I already changed it so the kids see OBS instead of my webcam. If I click on the ... where did it go? I think I have a... So if I click on this ... right here, and click on Show Device Settings, for some reason my mic cut out here, so the audio is not gonna match my video here. But what I said is, your camera is gonna default to integrated webcam. Mine has an issue here because I'm trying to use the webcam for more than one thing. But if you click on OBS camera, it'll switch it so the kids can see everything that's on your OBS screen. So they'll be able to see your browser in the background, and they'll be able to see your camera in the corner or whatever scene you have going. You can have multiple scenes. You could switch That way you can transition your classroom. Hopefully you were able to find this video helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. If there's more interested in this, if there's more interest in this, I can keep making videos. You can subscribe to this YouTube channel and I'll keep pumping stuff out. That way I don't have to bombard you with emails. You can just get a notification that way. All right, yeah, again, happy teaching and good luck.